Oh, look, here he is. It's Bowser. Pestering me again. I was trying to read that. Well, it's got the theme tune to the Krypton Factor. You ever watched that, Krypton Factor?
I think you brought it up last time. No, I can't remember it.
I think it is. Classic game. I'd love to see you having got the assault course on there. Test of mental and physical agility. Google it. So what you have to do, get his tail... Oh, we've done this. You've already done this once.
Yep.
Very repetitive. Do you class this as a good game, at least?
Well, it's one of the first 3D platformers, so it was important.
Iconic.
Yeah. It's still alright, it's just aged horribly.
When do we start seeing the bad aging?
We've already seen a bit of it.
You've got to respect, but you see, you play some games with shit graphics all the time, so it can't bother you, that.
It's the controls that are the issue.
You like bad graphics, don't you?
Oh, shut up.
No, I'm not saying that being funny.
If they do the job, it's fine.
That's what I mean. You do like bad graphics. It's not high on your agenda, is it?
It's all about the gameplay.
So, back to the castle, are you?
Yep.
Where is Peach then?
I told you, like 500 times she's been kidnapped.
So she's not in this castle? Do we ever know where Mario lives?
It changes in some games.
So where does he live then? In a house or?
It depends what. There's no continuity here.
Where do you imagine him living?
I don't know.
Does he live with Luigi?
In Paper Mario, yeah.
Yeah. And does Princess Peach, is this her castle or has she got parents?
I don't know.
Oh, James, you're meant to know this.
It's a video game with no story. What do you expect me to say?
Make it up.
Should we talk about... I've got a few topics here we can talk about.
Go on then, go through and we'll select them.
Yeah, let's go for the big one, Piers Morgan.
Well, I think before you start on Piers Morgan, you should do Harry and Meghan, because that's the topic that it's come from, isn't it? Let's be honest. It's the Harry and Meghan interview, which has instigated his inverted commas resignation. So, yeah, let's start with that. Just to give the viewers an update, at the time of recording, 2 days ago was the bombshell interview with Oprah. James, have you seen it?
No.
I have. Well, I've seen half of it. I haven't had time to watch the second half yet. I'm doing that tonight. So I'm not going to be able to offer a full balanced picture. Where do you stand on it then?
Well, I've got to say, first and foremost, I feel very sorry for Harry. Yeah. I hope the ball reattachment surgery goes well. Because clearly Meghan Markle ripped him off.
Anything else?
Yeah, Well, I kind of do believe that the royal family is a bunch of racists. I can kind of believe that. When Meghan Markle says she was suicidal, I don't believe that, to be honest.
Well, I'll offer my opinion now. I was, a bit like you, I was really frothing at the mouth Monday morning. When I woke up and I saw the headlines that, the royal family being racist and all this that, and the other. And I thought, oh, what have they done this for Harry and Meghan? You know what I mean? They're obviously being crooks. I didn't like them at the weekend. And going into it, I was fuming with them when they left the royal family. I just couldn't understand it whatsoever. I thought, how welcoming they were with the royal wedding and everything, how privileged they were. I thought, why on earth have they done that? That's to cause trouble. And then beyond that, when they said they wanted a private life, why have they then gone and done an Oprah Winfrey interview? That was my thoughts going into it. And then when I woke up Monday morning, I watched Piers Morgan Monday morning. I was, genuinely annoyed at them. So I thought, well, I'll have a look at it. I'll watch the interview because one thing you're taught, like what you should always do is obviously look at the source, isn't it? Look at the source information and make your own mind up rather than just going off what people tell you. So I watched it, and to be fair, I've only watched Meghan's part. I'm at the stage where Harry comes in. I haven't seen his interview yet. But I've seen her bit. And actually, you know what? To be fair to her, I think the interview went a lot better than I thought. I don't think she was quite as insulting as like the press had made out. She very much respected the Queen. She was appeared anyway, whether or not, she's telling the truth is, we don't know, do we? But she seemed to be genuine. She seemed to be telling the truth. Now, like you said with the suicide, but you don't know, do you? Just because someone's in a privileged position doesn't mean they haven't felt like that. So to be fair to them, actually, I feel balanced about it now. You know what I mean? I can see their point and I can see our family's point, so it's a tricky one to assess. I don't think it's as bad as the press has made out. That's what I'll say on it, and I do have some sympathy for them.
So let's see if I can remember all those points as I refute them. You might have to give me a refresher on your big points.
Quite eloquently put that, wasn't it, for a video game tutorial?
Yeah.
Top of my head, viewers.
Yeah, I've forgotten your big points now. I should have interrupted you, like you do all the fucking time.
So, as a result of that, anyway, Piers Morgan.
No, because I need to argue your points.
To that yet? I was just going to link it.
I need to argue your points first.
Well,
I do find it curious that. Well, I do believe there's been racism.
Yeah.
Because we all know what Prince Charles is like.
Oh, you think it's him then? That's the mystery royal, do you?
Possibly.
Why do you think it's him?
He's had a history of it, hasn't he?
Has he? I don't know why you're saying that. Prince Charles or Prince Philip?
There's what? You're confusing me now. There's one of them that's always doing something fucking racist.
Yeah, Prince Philip, Queen's husband.
Yeah, there you go.
But Harry's come out and said it's not Philip or the Queen.
Oh well.
So that's ruled them out.
Yeah, who knows?
Prince Charles isn't necessarily racist, I don't think he's had an history of it.
Yeah. Yeah, but I think Meghan Markle's done everything she can to make it seem worse than it was.
I'd watch the interview and see what you think. The issue is whether she was telling the truth, and I think there's two issues. She could be, like a critic say, a social climber, but she could also have had racial abuse, couldn't she? There's two elements to it.
I think it's both. I do think there's racism, but I think she's embellishing it as much as she can. And I find it very curious that she said all this on International Women's Day.
Yeah, and that went through my head.
To signal boost it as much as she can. That's very curious timing.
That's what I'd say. All I'd say is the interview is not as bad as you think it's going to be. I was watching it and I was thinking, I'm going to have to turn it off after 10 minutes because it's going to annoy me too much. Because I were genuinely annoyed and anti-Harry and Meghan. I'm not saying that view's changed because, like I said, they still have got a lot of faults, haven't they? But the interview wasn't as bad as I thought and as bad as it's been made out to be. I will say that. And she does have some valid points in it. But I need to watch the second half of the interview, so I don't know.
I've just remembered you said she sounded very convincing. You have to remember she's an actress.
Yep, definitely. Can't agree, can't disagree with that.
She lies for a living. Which is a very cruel way of putting it, but it's true. She complained about freaking having to learn what it's like to act in the royal family.
Yeah.
'Cause you're an actress. You're experienced in acting different.
It's said she was very naive coming into it, that she never like researched the royal family and everything, all the pressures that go with it. But she should have done research.
Should have done.
Yeah.
It's the royal family. It's not. He's not a freaking B mover.
This is the thing, isn't it? I don't know. She must have known what she was getting into. I think there's faults on both sides. I do think there's a lot of faults with her, and I do think there's faults from like the media and everything as well. Bit of both.
Oh yeah, probably is.
Mm.
But everyone seems to be taking her side 100%, and that's what I take issue with.
Oh yeah, I definitely agree with that. Yeah, they appear to me.
Like she's no saint because she's, because she's a black and a woman. She's no freaking saint. That seems to be the modus operandi these days. It's like you're a woman, you get +1 point. You're black, you get +3 points. The more points you get, the more sympathy you get from the media.
But you want equality, and you want that sort of world, don't you? Where they are treated evenly. To be fair.
Yes, evenly, not better than us.
Shall we go on to Piers Morgan then? Yeah.
Yes, yeah.
Yep, all right then. So moving on from that debate, I hope you're going to keep this all in one video, because otherwise it's going to defunct the editing process, isn't it? But
well, if you hurry up.
Yeah, okay. Going into
Right.
Piers Morgan, he was basically strongly against Harry and Meghan, very vocal in his shows, and hasn't he stormed off the set or something? Just stormed off the set and he's resigned in inverted commas, hasn't he? After receiving 41,000 Ofcom complaints. It's a mental health thing, isn't it, that's done it? It's because she said what's got him the sack, really, that's what's happened, isn't it? What's got him sack is because he's said that she's a liar, and obviously she said she's had suicidal thoughts, so that's against mental health charities, isn't it, and stuff?
Yeah.
Thoughts on his sacking, Dave?
You're supposed to believe the victims, Adam. Believe Amber Heard. Remember that? That's why I'm kind of with Piers Morgan on this.
Do you like him, Piers Morgan?
No, I really don't.
Do you think the woke police have got him?
No. What happened to him was kind of deserved, to be honest. The way he went off, and But I know what he's getting at. He's getting at Meghan Markle's probably lying. I'm inclined to believe him, frankly.
So when you say he's got what he's deserved, what do you mean?
Oh, he's got a hate boner for Meghan Markle, hasn't he?
Yeah. He has that for a while now, hasn't he, as well? He's been very outspoken against it.
Yeah.
Cost the guy his job, though, hasn't it? Cost the guy his job.
Yeah.
So there we go, viewers. I
won't say it's not deserved.
No, I think it is. I think at the end of the day, you want a nice world, don't you? You want a better world, and I think there's no need to be spreading hate about. And I do think he did that a bit.
Yeah.
But there we go. So basic summary is undecided on the Meghan and Harry interview, but we do feel that Piers Morgan should have been sacked.
Yeah, sadly.
There we go. Back to the game.
I know what he's getting at, though. You shouldn't just instantly believe people when they say this shit like this.
No, of course you don't.
Because Amber Heard fucking ruined Johnny Depp because people just blindly believe everything that's been told.
My advice is to view it, review, look at what they're saying, review it, and then process information. That's what you definitely need to do.
Yeah, don't have a knee-jerk reaction like... Well, Piers Morgan had a knee-jerk reaction, didn't he?
Yeah.
So he's right to go. But I know what he's getting at.
On the plus side, though, it was a nice house, wasn't it, where they were being interviewed in?
Oh, yeah, wonderful.
Good show, though.
They go on about how black people are being oppressed, and meanwhile there's two black people in a really wealthy house having like a 3-hour interview.
Yeah, but that's good. That's what.
And Meghan Markle Meghan Markle was telling Harry to shut up while she was talking.
I haven't seen his bit yet, so I can't answer that.
Yeah, well, Meghan Markle wouldn't let him talk much.
It was mainly her interview, though, wasn't it?
Yep. Yeah, but I think it's a bit rich to saying how black people are oppressed, with all that stuff.
Some are though. Some still are.
Yeah, most are, but it's a bit rich coming from them.